So Taylor Treddy Nick says, from what your view, what separates your coaching programs from other weightlifting coaches?
Joe, this reminds me of.
I have an answer for this.
Joe, I have 5 points written out.
You have 5 points?
Yeah.
I'm going to sum it up in it's our particular flavor.
Yeah.
So there's our Sika Strength flavor, the Sika Stand flavor, the Girth and Fitz Owen and Dara flavor is what would separate us from coaching at the moment and for the foreseeable future is as much an art as it is a science. So it's an art based, propped up with scientific principles, but then the flavor you put on your coaching is how you make, great athletes. If you could work, you would just give everyone the same program for the next 4 years and it would work.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some things with our flavor that we have massive advantages over people. We get the salt play favoring. We get to talk to and deal with a huge amount of high level people, and we've been dealing with and talking with them and annoying them with questions for a long time, and I think that's something that isn't available to a lot of coaches. It's just whatever. Myself and Gerf were plopped out on a fairly similar patch of land, and through the things that have happened to us, we get these opportunities, and through multiple other decisions we've made, we got to be in the right rooms at the right places, which made us incredibly lucky that we got to deal with these people and talk to these people. And then the other advantage we have, or two other advantages, is firstly, we have a massive sample size. We've coached a lot of people over the years. We've coached them both with templated programs that they buy, and we deal with them on a weekly basis, or every couple of weeks we'll see how they're getting on. We have thousands of people have run certain programs, and we understand how most people will react to certain kinds of programming. And then we've been coaching people one-to-one for a long time. We were talking about thousands of months of programming just built up over those years of coaching. And the last thing is that model, that flavor that me and Gerf have kind of agreed on. We just disagreed on something there, but most of our days are spent saying, oh, what are you doing with him there? Or what's she doing now for this week, and kind of bouncing ideas off each other. And that's massive. Certainly when I was coaching people kind of out on my own an awful lot more, when I had much more one-to-one interaction with people in a gym setting, you don't get that kind of bouncing ideas off people. You don't have 10 spreadsheets open in front of you and then me looking across, Gerf looking across it, and then us kind of bouncing different ideas off, or seeing the videos that other athletes are sending in and seeing how they're reacting. So I think that model is something that has changed a lot over the years, but it's much more defined or much more refined now than it ever has been.
I think, so obviously, to add what Fitz is saying, the experiences we've had, the particular way our brains are made up, the experience we've had in sports, our desire to learn different things. But as much as that is just the practical experiences, our programming has barely changed since we started because we knew it worked, and now we've seen it work a lot more. And aside from literally some minor percentage adjustments in some of our programs along the way, from seeing how, there's nearly 1,000 people in the Facebook group, and it's probably, thousands of programs sold, and we get a lot of feedback from people, which is great. And we always like to hear the feedback. It hasn't changed that much, so we've been able to reinforce really well what's worked for us. But I think the best way to sum up is just that's our particular flavor, and certain people are suited for certain flavors or prefer certain flavors. I think that's probably it.
Yeah.